Hi everyone, welcome to my channel SRK English Academy. My name is S. Rajesh Kumar, Assistant Professor of English, Government Degree College, Malkajgiri, Telangana. So in this video lesson, we are going to learn British English and American English major differences. So this video lesson is for MA English Semester 1. So let us delve into the topic. So let's see why is British English different to American English. So British and American English share the same root but have evolved differently. So they differ due to geographical and temporal separation. And let's see what are the differences between areas and British and American English. The key areas of difference: grammar, vocabulary, spelling, pronunciation. So grammar, let's see for example in grammar, so there are some differences in the use of verb forms. So in vocabulary, different words for same things. For example, uh, elevator, it is in American, so in British has called it lift. So let's see some examples for spelling. So spelling, COLOR, it's an American spelling, and whereas in British it is COLOUR. So let's see our pronunciation differences. So in American, CAR is called car. So at the end of the word, R is pronounced. Whereas in British, after vowel, R is R sound is often dropped. So R sound is often dropped after a vowel. So car is pronounced as car. So in American English, R is pronounced, usually pronounced. So that these are the key areas of difference we see in British and American English. So despite differences, both are mutually intelligible and they are comprehensible. So just now we have learned that the major differences between these two varieties of English, British and American English, can be grouped under four categories: grammar, vocabulary, spelling, and pronunciation. So let us learn the differences of grammar between American and British English. So in British people here, first point, British people use present perfect tense, whereas the Americans use simple past tense. So here are some examples. For British English, he has just gone out. This is in present perfect tense. So has just gone out. So V3. Whereas in American English, he just went out. So here Americans used simple past tense. Britishers use present perfect tense, whereas the Americans use simple past tense. So this is an example for the present perfect for British English, and whereas Americans use simple past. Next, and also use of do with have. So in American English, the auxiliary do used with the verb have. So have you got any issue? In American English, do you have any issue? So next, the American past participle of get is gotten, okay, but it is got in British English. So the American past participle of get is gotten, but it is got in British English. Okay, so I have really got to know him. It is in British English. In American English, I have really gotten to know him. So this is the past participle of get. So it is in American English. Gotten is in American English. Got past participle of get is in British English. So let's see some other grammar differences. Here, Americans sometimes use his where the British say once. So in the place of once, they use his. One should love one's country. But Americans say one should love his country. And let's see some more differences. Uh, Britishers speak, I have done, I can do, I might do. Okay. So in these cases, where Americans would just say, I have, I can, I might. So these are the differences. And there are some differences in use of prepositions and adverb particles. And I have given a link in the description box. So you click it and you get all notes on the topic. So let's go to next slide. Let's see second area, vocabulary differences. So these are examples. Flat, British English. Apartment, American English. Lift, British English. Elevator, American English. Trousers, British English. Pants, American English. Sweets, candy, petrol, gas, film, a movie. So I have given a notes link in the description box. So click it, it takes you to my blog. There you can find notes on the topic. Now, this image shows some more differences between British and American English. So these are some more examples. Yeah, let's come to spelling differences. So we see some common patterns in spelling differences. In American English, a final L is not a double in an unstressed syllabus. For example, so we see in British English, a traveler, Traveller. So it is in American English, it is not double, used only single L, Traveler. Okay, so here double, it is not double. American English. Next, so some words end in ter in American and in tre in British. So, for example, tre, this word ends in tre, whereas in American English it is ter, theater, theater, tre. This is British. This is American English. Next, some words end in our in British English, but in or in American English. So color, this is our in British English, whereas in American English it is or. So for example, labor, labor, in American or. So in place of our, American spelling is or. Okay, honor, honor, it is in British. HONOR in American. So labor, honor, color, these are we see differences in these words spellings. So next, some words end in OGUE, OGUE in British English, but in OG in American English. Okay. So for example, catalog, OGUE. This is in British English. So in American English, just OG. No. So catalog, CATALOGUE. Here CATALOG. Dialogue, DIALOGUE and DIALOG. Dialogue. Analog. So these are some examples for this pattern. OGUE pattern. OGUE becomes but becomes OR in American English. So in British English, TRE. In American English, it is TRE. So these common patterns we see in American and British English. So let's look at a last category of key differences pronunciation differences. So see the difference of vowel sounds in British and American English. So in British English, the vowel as in home is pronounced with a monophthong in American English. So here we see in British English, it's a diphthong. Okay. Oh, just like the sound in go, it's a diphthong. But in American English, it's pronounced with a monophthong. So this is monophthong. Okay. So home in American English, it is home. So diphthong is pronounced with a monophthong in American English. So let's see R sound, differences in R pronunciation. So in British English, R is silent at the end of words. At end of a word, R is silent. For example, CAR. So in British English, it is dropped. It is R is silent. It should pronounce as car. Okay. Whereas in American English, R is pronounced everywhere. CAR. So it sounds like car. R is pronounced in American. In British, it is silent at the end of a word or at the end of a syllable. At the end of syllable, R is silent, and also R is silent after a vowel, and also R is silent before a consonant. For example, ARM, 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 arm. R is silent after a vowel and also before a consonant. R is silent. So you have to remember these three rules in British English. So R is silent after a vowel. Okay. So it is silent if it is put, R is silent if it is put after a vowel and also before a consonant. And R is silent at the end of words or at the end of a syllable. So these three rules you have to remember in British English. But whereas in American English, R is pronounced.